The iPhone X, probably the most controversial phone this year. I honestly saw this hate coming from miles and miles away. I already tried to address the hate for the iPhone X in one of my videos that you can check out right here, but I guess that wasn't enough. Because it's Apple, people are gonna hate on whatever Apple releases. Whether it be laptops, phones, tablets, headphones, whatever Apple releases, they're gonna hate on it. You can't expect less with the iPhone X, especially with the $1,000 price tag that the iPhone X has. I've yet to make a video on my thoughts on the iPhone X. I talked about my personal thoughts for a little bit in the keynote recap video, but I never got a full-fledged video out on the iPhone X. So this video is my thoughts on the iPhone X. You got the good in my eyes, and then you got the bad. Let me tell you all of it. First of all, the major feature on the iPhone X is the display. The display is everything on a smartphone. It's what you look at, it's what you interact with. And with the iPhone X, you get a beautiful, gorgeous, edge-to-edge OLED display. Almost zero bezels in the year of removing all bezels. The iPhone X almost has no bezels at all. It doesn't have a home button, and that just gets replaced with gestures to swipe up when you want to get to the home screen. That's it. But I just mentioned that the display is OLED. OLED displays allow for brighter and deeper colors with a higher resolution too. Samsung's providing all of these displays for the iPhone X, and Samsung always makes great displays, especially great OLED displays. The iPhone X has a higher resolution at 458 pixels per inch than the iPhone 7, which only has 401 pixels per inch. So the iPhone X's resolution is slightly above 1080p. So you got brighter colors, deeper colors, and clearer colors. And a beautiful edge-to-edge display that is nothing like on any other iPhone ever. You also can't forget the iPhone X's display has a True Tone display, which adjusts the display to your environment. So let's say your display is a little blue tinted. If you turn on the True Tone display, it's going to adjust it so that it's normal along with the environment. Yet again, it's a minor feature, but it's useful. It's those little things that matter. The iPhone X has the A11 Bionic chip. This very own Apple chip is the fastest processor on any smartphone ever. The Snapdragon 835 doesn't even come close to the quality of the A11 Fusion chip. The A11 Fusion chip overlaps the Snapdragon 835 in a race. It's crazy fast. One of the major features on the iPhone X is wireless charging. Apple's bragging about this wireless charging, that's like the first thing ever. I know Samsung has had this wireless charging feature for years now, years and years. But when Apple makes a change such as putting wireless charging on the phone, wireless charging is going to be adapted all around the world. More often you're going to see wireless charging in coffee shops, in cars, all over the place. People are going to have more wireless chargers now that support the Qi wireless standard. That's why it's great that Apple did this. Just like removing the headphone jack, now all other phone companies are removing the headphone jack, just like the Essential phone and just like the Google Pixel 2. Trust me, Samsung's going to remove the headphone jack soon. Maybe not next year, but maybe the year after that. Just watch. With the iPhone X, you get brand new cameras on the back. Before I get any further, the iPhone 8 has most of these features, except for a select few. But I'm mostly comparing it to the iPhone 7, because who would upgrade from the iPhone 8 to the X? That's just dumb. But the iPhone X has a brand new camera setup on the back. Both cameras has dual optical image stabilization, which allows for stabilized videos and photos, and also better videos and pictures in low light. Both back cameras have deeper pixels, new color filters, and larger sensors to allow for even better photography. If you look at the ratings for the iPhone 8, which the iPhone 8 just got rated the best camera ever on a smartphone, the iPhone X is going to take that little bit up a notch. Not a giant leap, but just a tiny smidge step. That smidge step, still important. You also can't forget, with the new A11 Bionic chip, you get 4K at either 24 frames per second, 30, or even 60 frames per second. The latter option, which is 4K at 60 frames per second, has never been done before on any smartphone ever, except the iPhone 8, of course. The Samsung Note 8, the Samsung S8, the Google Pixel 2, the LG V30, they don't have 4K at 60 frames per second. This is where Apple takes a big leap ahead of the competition. You also can't forget Apple's new camera software for the iPhone 8 and iPhone X, and that's portrait lighting. Portrait lighting is a new software feature on the portrait camera mode. Portrait lighting allows you to adjust the lighting in a portrait mode photo. This allows for some pretty dynamic portrait pictures. But remember, portrait lighting right now is in beta, so it's not going to be perfect right away, but over time, just like portrait mode, Apple's going to up their quality on the portrait lighting. It's going to get better over time. Now we're getting to one of the most controversial features, probably all time for Apple, and that's Face ID. I've already made a video on addressing Face ID versus Touch ID. You should go watch that video right here. In that video, I go in depth talking about Touch ID versus Face ID. But Face ID is replacing Touch ID because remember, the iPhone X is an edge-to-edge display, so there's no home button. But people are forgetting that Face ID is actually more secure and faster than Touch ID. I know on Android phones, you've had this face unlock feature for years now, but when you're actually setting that up, on the software, it says Face ID is actually less secure than Touch ID. And it also says anyone with nearly the same face can unlock your phone. On the iPhone X is actually more secure than Apple's Touch ID. This is because it's 3D. It's no 2D Android face unlock feature. It's actual 3D. It's actually mapping your whole entire face. And all you have to do to unlock is just hold out your phone and just look at it, and it unlocks. That's it. There's been a lot of hate around Face ID because people don't believe in the Face ID's potential. Face ID to the level that Apple's doing it has never been done on a smartphone before. It's never been done before. That's a phrase that I've already said a lot in this video and I'm gonna continue to say. Face ID allows for an emoji. Are people gonna use an emoji? Yes, because it has to do with emoji. Honestly, I'm gonna use an emoji. I mean, why not? It looks pretty cool. An emoji is when the true depth camera sensor makes a 3D model of your face live and translate that onto an emoji. And with that emoji, you can send that to your friends via iMessage. It's a pretty weird feature that I'm sure anyone who has the iPhone X is gonna use. Because really, it has to do with emoji, and people love emojis. Lastly, Face ID allows for portrait mode on the front-facing camera. I love portrait pictures. With the 3D camera sensor, allows for that beautiful portrait mode on not only the back camera, but also on the front. So you can take those beautiful selfie portrait mode pictures that I'm sure anyone who's gonna have an iPhone X is gonna love. And there's two more minor features that I love on the iPhone X. One of them is water resistance. It's IP67 water resistant, same as the iPhone 7, but that's a nice premium feature to have just as an insurance policy for your phone in case you drop it in the pool, drop it in the sink, drop it in a dog's water bowl. It's a nice insurance policy. Also, the iPhone X has Bluetooth 5.0. Bluetooth 5.0 just allows for better Bluetooth connections, faster data transfer, and longer bandwidth for Bluetooth connections. It's the latest and best Bluetooth technology out there. The iPhone X has it all on a smartphone. Great display, great camera, great battery life, and it has a whole ton of extra features. But now let me get to the things that I don't like and I wish were changed on the iPhone X. First of all is the no ProMotion display. Apple in early June released their brand new iPad Pro. The main feature on the iPad Pro is the beautiful new 120 gigahertz ProMotion display. This allows for buttery smooth animations on the iPad Pro display. And I was really hoping for the iPhone X to get that feature, but it turns out Apple didn't put it on the iPhone X and is probably gonna put it on their next phone. Just a little disappointing that it's not on there. Also, there's no improvement to the front-facing camera. Apple just grabbed the iPhone 7's front-facing camera and just put it on the iPhone X. I was hoping for a little more. Maybe 9 megapixels or 10 megapixels, but it's still the same 7 megapixel camera sensor. Also, there's fast charging, but it doesn't come in the box. Apple is allowing fast charging on the iPhone X, but the only way to fast charge your phone is with the $50 MacBook Pro charger that is USB-C to Lightning. But this doesn't come in the box. So you have to spend about $50 to $70 on extra charging accessories to just fast charge your phone. Also a little disappointment there, Apple. Come on. Furthermore, on the iPhone 8, you get this beautiful new gold color. This new gold color I really truly love. It's just a mix of the old version of gold and rose gold. It's a nice mix of those two. The iPhone 8 has that color, but with the iPhone X, you only have two colors, white and black. On the iPhone 7, you had a whole variety of colors. Jet black, black, rose gold, gold, silver, and product red. That's 6 colors right there. But on the iPhone X, you're only getting 2. I just really wish the iPhone X had that gold color. Maybe in the future it will, but right now it doesn't. Lastly, the iPhone X doesn't have Touch ID. It instead has Face ID. I've already talked about this, but some people are going crazy that there's no Touch ID. I really don't care. If Apple says Face ID is better than Touch ID, I'm going to believe them. And when I try it out, I will have my final answer. I can't wait to get my hands on the iPhone X right in front of me. As a beautiful edge-to-edge display with a breakthrough Face ID technology with whole new camera, software, and hardware features on the front and back facing cameras. The iPhone X is really the all-in smartphone. But sadly, the price is $1,000. So if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Hit that subscribe button to join the MWG family, and I'll see you in the next one.